I'm Candy.
I'm Joe. We're the Buhagers. We've been part of the community since 1970, and we're very much pleased to have been part of the Gunderson family all these years.
I've been a patient here for at least 25 years. When I think back, my first cancer diagnosis was in 1996. I went to Dr. Stroessel, my regular doctor, and I had been dealing with this medical issue, and so she suggested that I go see a surgeon, Dr. Jill Davidson. And so I went to Jill, and she suggested surgery. And so I had surgery, and I'm home, sitting on the deck reading a book, recuperating from the surgery, and she calls, and she says, "We found a little cancer." And of course, that was totally unexpected. And she said, so we need to do another surgery. And so then after that, I had another surgery, and that was it was fine. They didn't find any other cancer. From 96, the next one coming up, I was healthy for quite a while, until 2013 in the hospital for a week, and that was viral encephalitis. Yeah. They saved me again. Lots of times. Here I am. So that was 2013. 2014 was good. 2015, I had a bladder infection, and that was taken care of. And then I had another bladder infection, and that was medication taken care of. And then I got what I thought was the third one, and they said, no, there's no indication that you have a bladder infection. And then from there, they decided to do further testing. And they did an MRI, and sure enough, there was a little tumor in my left kidney. And so I was scheduled right away for surgery. So I had the left top of my left kidney taken out. My kidney cancer was caught very early. And so that was 2015. And then last year, I was in my annual physical with Dr. Stroessel, and then I went downstairs for my mammogram, and I'm sitting there waiting, and then I got called into with a radiologist, and he's got a side-by-side picture of my last year's mammogram and this year's mammogram. So he suggested a biopsy, and then from the biopsy, I get the phone call that it was cancerous. And so right away, they set me up, for surgery, and I had a lumpectomy and then the 33 radiation treatments. And it's amazing, that some of the things that I went through, that, here I am, by the grace of God, here I am. And it was just a moment of joy. It's been lots of moments of joy here.
They're more than doctors and nurses. They're more like your friend, your
family,
your family.
It's, and you feel like you're part of the team. You know that they're always here for you. And it's no matter, when you walk through those doors, you know the good care you're going to get. And it's just you're surrounded by caring people. And it's a good feeling.
Well, and it's all of the other things that they do in the community, not only from the medical standpoint, the Children's Miracle Network programs, the giving back to the community.
And stepping out in pink.
Well, for sure, stepping out in pink.
Another story that I can tell is one of the times I was in the hospital. I'm not sure if it was a maintenance person that came in, or if it was somebody coming for my tray of food. And so we were talking, and we were sharing a little stories, and she was very friendly. And she says, "Well, I hope your stay is good." And I says, "Oh, it's been really great." I says, "The only thing that I'm missing is my dark chocolate." And about an hour later, here she comes in with candy bar of dark chocolate. I don't know where she got it, but and that's the little touches that Gunderson, and it's consistent. It's very consistent. We travel a lot, and we've gone to other health institutions, and Gunderson's 10 steps ahead. You know, it's
20.
20, yes.
If anybody needs to take a peek at where to go for care, go to Gunderson.
Very definitely. Had nothing but the best care here.
Yeah. But if you've been blessed over the years with a good income, a good family, a good lifestyle, and some positive care from Gunderson, by all means, turn around and give some back. Thank you for supporting Gunderson Medical Foundation.